So, when I decided to build a guitar case that looked like it was from the 60s, my only intention wasn't to make it in the shape of guitar cases during the 60s, but I actually wanted it to look like it was 50 years old or whatever. So this video is going to show some super basic weathering techniques I've learned to make a perfectly nice guitar case look like it's super beat up and like a billion years old. So, here we go. Okay, you're going to need a couple things. First, you're going to need coffee, old coffee. Second, acrylic paint. I'm using like a rust color and a yellow color first. Later on, I'm going to add green and black, more water and a spray thing. I'm being assisted in my talking today by Jason Bowman. Jason, say hello.
Hello.
Okay, first thing you do is you water down your case. You want to get everything kind of saturated so the paint slides on better. Pretty soon I'm going to show you the main method here. Right now I'm just putting coffee on all the felt. Didn't really work. I had to train some other stuff. The main process will be showed up in about a second here. You're going to paint the paint on, the dissolved paint, and you wipe it off. The whole idea is you try to make it look like dirt has been rubbed off. Jason, do you know anything about weathering things?
I do not know a damn thing.
Do you like to weather things?
I like to beat things with chains.
That's one of the things I forgot to say. There's the green paint. Before you do any of this, to make it look like it got beat up, you actually beat it up. One of the hardest parts of weathering anything is to not go overboard. It's always to hold yourself back, because you have to make it look like the person. Here's the process you can see a lot better. Add the diluted paint. You do as much as possible to rub it off. And you keep doing this over and over again with different colors, different amounts of colors. And the idea is eventually every little nook and cranny is going to take on that paint. So the hardest thing about this is not to overdo it, because the person that has this case for 50 years, they don't want it to look like garbage. So you try to make it look like someone tried to wipe the paint off and that kind of stuff. Jason, have you ever painted anything before?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever painted anything acrylic?
No.
Wow. Do you ever paint anything with oil?
I have.
I don't know if oil would work here at all.
It would not.
Yeah, because I guess you could use some sort of like, what do you use to clean oil up with?
Like turpentine?
Alright, I guess you could use turpentine. Here I am adding it to the sides. I tried my best not to get the paint onto the felt, but I realized that when it would get onto the felt, it added these awesome stains that really looked horrible. Again, this is something you might not want to do. You might not want to make your case you spent like 2 weeks working on look like garbage, but that's something I want to do. And this process works with just about anything. I actually weathered an entire guitar with the same process. Hit it with stuff for like a week, and then you do that whole painting technique. And the outside was a little bit different. I had to add more green. The inside had a lot of yellow and rust and stuff kind of color, and the outside I needed to actually look like grime. So I actually used a lot of green to make it look like garbage, basically. And here's the finished case. I spray painted the name of the band. I mean, it looks old and all beat up. You know, I have a bad camera, so you're not going to see anything, but you can see some of the stains and stuff like that. So that's basically how you weather this case and make it look like it's 50 years old. Jason, is there anything you want to say?
Negative.
Negative. So we're just about done here, so thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye.